Hello everybody, and thank you for joining me. Root Beer here, looking at question number 5 on the 2009 Manitoba Math Contest. So, we've got two parts here, A and B. A, given that the numbers x, y, and z satisfy the equations x plus 2y plus 3z is 2008, and 3x plus 2y plus z is 8002, what is the value of x plus y plus z? So we can't actually solve this. There's two equations and three unknowns. But we're not being asked for that. We're just being asked for x plus y plus z. Okay. And because of the sort of symmetry, I would say, about y, if we line these equations up, which is often the case when you're one of the things you want to do when you're solving really any linear system of equations. Not so much when there are things with like x squared and z cubed in them, but we don't have anything like that right now. You want to line things up and add or subtract multiples of each other. This is sort of, fancy people call this Gauss-Jordan elimination, but if we add everything up on the left-hand side, we'll get 4 x's, 4 y's, and 4 z's, and we'll get 10, 0, 0, and then another 10, so I guess we'll put a 10 here. Okay, now we want x plus y plus z. We'll just divide by 4. Okay, now I want to make sure I copied my numbers right, because this doesn't look good for me. Yeah, I did, so they'll become a 10 and carry the 1 into that column, but this isn't divisible by 4, sadly. It is divisible by 2, so I can change this to 5005 over 2. But that's the best we can do. I mean, that's a perfectly fine answer, putting it in simplest terms, but I was hoping it'd be an integer. Also, why is it 2008? This is the 2009 contest. Oh well. So we still have B part to do here. So, solve the equation. Okay. X squared minus 3x plus 2, all squared. Plus x squared minus 4x plus 3, all squared. Plus x squared minus 5x plus 4, all squared, equals 0. Now, if you did expand this out, you would get a giant quartic equation, and that can be solved using the quartic formula, but no one, and I do mean no one, has that memorized. Quadratic formula or nothing. You're going to have to use tricks. And can we spy any tricks here? Well, one thing I note is we get 2, then 3, then 4, and we have negative 3, negative 4, negative 5. I believe 1 is a root of each of these, and if that's the case, we can answer this question very quickly. X squared minus 5x plus 4, all squared, and yes, okay, I did copy those all correctly. But this factors as x minus 1, x minus 2, all squared. This is x minus 1, x minus 3, all squared. And this is x minus 1, x minus 4, all squared. Okay, now when I square those, well, each of these linear terms gets squared as well. Now, do be careful. Just because we have it factored like this doesn't mean, 1, 2, 3, and 4 are the roots. No. But what we can do now is factor out this x minus 1 squared. And that takes out a whole quadratic factor, and what we're going to be left with is something that we can expand and simplify, and then use the quadratic formula on. So, actually, we'll write this on the next page, won't we? We'll say, so this is what's called having a double root, because x minus 1 squared is a factor, but it doesn't really impact the solutions. So x equals 1, or And now we can expand that out. So x minus 2 squared is x squared minus 4x plus 4. X minus 3 squared is x squared minus 6x plus 9. And then we get x squared minus 8x plus 16 equals 0. Okay, those are our two possibilities. And, oops, want to go back this way. Yes, okay, I wanted to make sure I had those expressions right. I'll actually write it like this first. So x is 1, or, so we have 3x squareds minus 4 minus 6 minus 8, so that's minus 18x. Then 4 plus 9 is 13, plus 16 is 29. You sure? Yeah, okay, I thought we might be able to divide by 3 there. Okay, in the absence of being able to divide by 3, I am rubbish when there's a constant there, so I'm just going to use the quadratic formula. X is negative b plus or minus square root of b squared. This is where knowing your squares up to 20 or 30 squared can really help. B squared minus 4ac all over 2a. I don't think I'm going to be able to divide by, I can't divide by 3 everywhere, but, so this is 324 minus 29 times 12, so that's 8, carry the 1, so that's 5, 0, 9, 2, so that's 8, 4, 1, 3, so 348, really? Huh. Okay, well then no solutions. So this is negative. So no solutions. So the only root of the equation is the one that we already had, x equals 1. That seems a little suspect, so I'm just going to double check. 10, 8, okay, yes, 18. 4, and so 20 and 9, yeah, it's 29. And I did copy these correctly, right? X minus 2 squared, x minus 3 squared, x minus 4 squared. Yeah, okay. Well, then I guess x equals 1 is our only root. Okay. So that's 5b, and in the next video, we're going to take a look at question number 6. Join me for that next time. And in the meantime, feel free to like or subscribe or share these around to anyone else in your math circles, anyone else who you know is trying to do these contests like the Manitoba contest. They might find it useful. Anyways, have yourself a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time.